Hi, so this video is kind of sort of a care and feeding of a Lawntrout guitar. First things first is remember the strings are tuned G, D, G. A couple things that may help you with tuning, especially as you get up higher on the higher up on the fretboard, is your 12th fret, which is typically, I have it marked, should be, if this is a G, then this would be a G. Often if that's sharp, that means that the bridge has moved. All of these guitars have movable bridges, and typically, if you look carefully, you'll see a little black dot where I've sort of tuned in the bridge. So these bridges can slide around. See, that slides. And typically you want those bridges where those dots are, but you can adjust that to yourself. So if this is a G, then this is a G. So that's one issue that you want to look at. Another issue is that if your action is too low or too high, if you want to use more slide work, you can put a coin or something under each of these ends, and that'll raise your action up a little bit. Makes it a little bit easier to slide. The same thing up here on what is called the nut, which I use a bolt for the nut. You can put a little shim of cardboard or something under that and raise that up, and that'll give you a little bit more action. I try to keep the actions fairly low. Something else you should look for is making sure that your nut is right up against the fretboard. And that's another place where tuning can get pushed out of place. Okay, sometimes when you're tuning, this will move out of place. So just periodically push that up against the thing. Okay? And again, it's flexible so you can adjust the guitar. Another thing that happens is sometimes the tuning slips. And it's sometimes these mechanical tuners, because I use pretty simple mechanical tuners, will start to slip. It's a very easy process. You'll see here in the middle is a Phillips head screw, and sometimes just by taking a Phillips head screwdriver and just nudging that a little bit, tightening it up, it'll keep this from losing tune. If you have a problem with that, just give me an email, and we can take care of it. I can replace the tuner. It's not a major job, but usually all it is that that screw is loosened up for whatever reason, getting hot and cold, and will sometimes loosen up. It's just a very simple matter of tightening it. And that's pretty much all of the main things that you need to know. The strings I use. The strings I use are not necessarily the strings that you may want to use, and you're more than welcome to switch those around. Remember, all the guitars are electric, and there is a plug there. And some of them, if some of them use a piezoelectric pickup on the inside of the guitar, and some will have an actual electronic pickup on the outside. And you can clearly tell the difference. And that's it. That will pretty much take care of the care and feeding of these things. They're pretty solid. They're pretty indestructible. You shouldn't have much problem with them. And the more beat up they look, actually, the better, the better that they are. See ya. Ooh, out of tune.